Hi everybody, I am SS the Showstopper and today is the 13th of February 2024. One day closer to the hearing that will be submitted by the attorneys of Vibes Cartel. And, they will do their deliberation and all these kind of things. And it's not today. It won't be the same day. So, it will take a while. It will take a good while, people. And so we just need to relax, and the information being spread about it tomorrow or in the week will be the deciding factor as to if he will be free, if he, it's not anytime soon. It's not anytime soon. It's more later than sooner. No, onto the topic. I was listening to Tripple X, right? And Tripple X was talking about the whole entire situation of the Bob Marley and the movie coming out, and that he didn't like the fact that they say, or Ziggy said, there weren't any Jamaicans suitable for the role. And he named out 3 actors from Sheldon Shepherd to Kenzie Elliott to Dale Elliott, saying that these persons are suitable by their physical appearance and the fact that they're also actors. They're suitable for the role to play Bob Marley and not this British actor that they depicted or they selected for the film. He also spoke on Rita Marley and Bob Marley's entire situation and saying that people are disrespecting Cindy Breakspear and, the history about her, and that Bob Marley's mother was a side chick to a planter because her father was working there, and she began having an affair with Bob Marley's father, and that's how Bob Marley came about and all these kind of things. So she herself, Sidella, being Bob Marley's mother, was also a side chick and stuff like that. And people are disrespecting Cindy for no reason, and she's the mother of Junior Gang and all of that, and he deserved more respect than that. And that Ziggy and all of these people didn't go through the process properly to select a Jamaican actor, and the movie is not about Jamaica, it's about Bob Marley and stuff like that. And he has said quite a few things. He has said quite some things, and I'm looking into it, and I'm saying that the actor who plays the role, he's saying that the actor is 6'2", or 6'2", while Bob Marley was a 5'6", 140-pound man, very slim in frame and short in stature and stuff like that. However, they thought a 6'2" actor or 6'2" actor, I keep saying a 6'2" actor is more suitable for the role. Let me say this: Ziggy Marley is the son of Bob Marley. None of you are the sons of Bob Marley. Ziggy Marley is the son of Bob Marley. Ziggy Marley wants a movie out. The production house of Paramount Pictures were chose to take up the project, right? Ziggy is selecting someone he thinks is suitable to play the role of his father. Who knows Bob Marley? Ziggy, not you. He knows it. So here I am, and I choose a movie. I want a movie to come out depicting my father. My father is a Jamaican. However, I think that an actor from Botswana is more suitable for the role based on what was presented to me. I'm thinking an actor from Botswana is more suitable. People are going to say there are so many men in Jamaica who are 5'9", dark skin, straight nose, kind of straight face. So they can act, so they're more suitable. However, at the casting, that's not what they are catering to, or the only thing that they are catering to. They are catering to something else, and it's based on what I want, to who I think is more suitable to play the role of who? My father, not your father, because I know my goddamn daddy, not you. You understand? So at the end of the day, it's Ziggy Marley selecting someone he thinks is suitable to play the role of his father on a film. Someone commented and said that this is not about just being Jamaican. It's someone who they select people. If you want to go and hear their heavy accent, go and watch Shutters and all these kind of things. And it's about a target audience. The person that you say is foolish and they're talking rubbish and you're not going to block them, they actually have a point. It's about a target audience. Jamaica is not a market. Jamaica probably is a marketing tool, but it's not a market in and of itself. Means that they are not consumers, so they won't go out in bulk to help to generate hundreds of millions, if not $1 billion sales for the movie of Bob Marley. So they're catering to a wider audience, and a wider audience is that of who are all over the world, in North America, South America, Asia and even the African continent. You understand? And because of such, that's what they are going for. I was one of those persons that were apprehensive about this person depicting the role. I was also one of them who thought that a Jamaican is more suitable. However, we can't just go by nationality. We have to go by the resume presented. Now, you posted Sheldon Shepherd, Kenzik Elliott, and Dave Elliott. Now, when I look into it, maybe they're looking at the resume of these guys also, and probably what the role that they have played is not as strong as how it would in depicting the real life of an individual. So yes, they have played strong role in movie, but most likely not enough to depict the imagery of Bob Marley. And because of such, they weren't selected. First and foremost, Dave Elliott has a round face, like looking like that of a Nigerian, and he has a flat nose. Bob Marley had a sharp nose. He had something of a porcelain or pencil type lip, but the bottom part is a bit thick, and the top protruding forward, and then he has a sharp nose. He had something of a straight, symmetric face, high cheekbone, and stuff like that. You understand? So Dale Elliott would be an X. Sheldon Shepherd, yes, he has a chiseled feature and stuff like that, but the resume of Sheldon Shepherd probably wasn't presented like that to say, okay, yes, he's suitable to play the role. Sheldon Elliott, Kenzik Elliott, I think, yes, I would tick him because he reminds me a bit much of Stephen Marley. You understand? And so I would think that, yes, and he has played serious role in movie. So I would give him as an option. I would tick that. So you would get that right in my book. You understand? So, and then he's short in stature and he's not as light as Bob, but he's not dark skin. He's not of a darker hue. So I would say, yes, the second guy, Kenzik Elliott, would be suitable for the role, but I don't know his resume like that and whatever else that they are looking for. They believe that a guy who they have to train to speak like a Jamaican and speak the language of patois is more suitable for the role, and him being 6'2" and light skin is more suitable for the role. You can't fight them on that. Why would you? It's depicting the role of not just Bob Marley. You understand me? It's their father. You understand? And you're speaking about Junior Gang and saying that he has the most Grammy and that incorrect. Stephen Marley has the most Grammy out of the Grammy family. And you're saying that a lot of them do not deserve the Grammy and it's only because of their name. Incorrect again. All of them have put out great album. It may not have been marketed in Jamaica, but Jamaica is a small island. You understand? You would have to probably go out there and research it. There are so many artists out there who are Jamaicans who do not put out their album or have their album released in Jamaica and on Jamaican soil. Does that take away from them being putting out a great project? No. All the persons who are nominated for a Grammy were well deserving, suitable for it. However, they gave it to the Marley, and oftentimes they gave it to the Marley, yes, because of connection. I put it to you that Spice had said on Love and Hip Hop that Mida had connection. Mida said she had connections with the Grammy, and so she submitted 10 to the Grammy. That was based on connection. So I'm asking, if Spice had won the Grammy, right, would you guys be running and saying that Spice didn't deserve the Grammy and it's because of her connection why she won it? Would you guys have said that? No, you would not. You would be glad and happy and say that, yeah, go Spice, you won the Grammy. You understand? You also said something very profound, Triple X, in your argument that if it was a South African or someone to play the role of a South African or a Nigerian, they would want their person, their actor from their country to play the role. Or if not, they would tell Paramount, it's okay, we don't need you. Incorrect. Idris Elba and so many other persons who are Americans. Morgan Freeman, I think Danny Glover at one point had played the role of Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela. These people are not Africans. They are not South Africans either. But they thought that this person was best able, suitable for the role of a great South African icon who cemented his name throughout the world to ending the system of apartheid and also spent 27 years in prison out of his life. Because of rising up against the oppressed system. However, the selection process were who? South Africans. Guess who was also involved? The family of Nelson Mandela. So you are wrong right then and there. You understand me? A little bit more research. I get you have great talking points, but you're not necessarily correct. Not because it sounds good. You're not necessarily correct. The casting directors were all South Africans. You understand me? The family of Nelson Mandela were also involved in these projects. So for you to come out and say that if it was South African, Nigerian, they would want that type of, yeah, they might be, but the family and the persons who are involved in the casting were natives at that, and they selected someone who was not a South African or even an African by nationality to play the role. They were American actors. Okay, so let's get that out. You spoke of Cedella Marley being a side chick. Cedella Booker, I'm sorry, not Cedella Marley. Cedella Booker was never a side chick. She wasn't the side chick. She was a young girl at the time, barely in her teens at the time. And here lies this planter who was a white man who wanted to be with her. And she went there. She wasn't having an affair. She wasn't having a relationship. There is not one point have Cedella came and said, I was in a wonderful relationship with this man and everything was going and he was married and I like the glitz and the glamour of it and we went all over. There was never a time where Cedella spoke about something like that. Or the Marley family, they never spoke about something like that. She was a young girl at the time and the man was an older man. The family did not necessarily accept it and wanted her to be a part of the family. It wasn't any romance novel or anything like that as to what Miss Cindy Breakspear is portraying of her and Bob Marley. That was never the case. She was a young girl at the time. She was a young girl and this man seduced her and wanted her. And he decided to mate with her. They procreate and here came Bob Marley in the picture. That is not a side chick. That is not a side chick. If a man decide to have sex or a one night stand, a married man decide to have a one night stand with a woman out there, that doesn't make her a side chick. If a man decide to hire a prostitute for a one night or for a moment of relief, that doesn't make her a side chick. A side chick is a woman who decides to engage in sexual relations or having a relationship with a man who is already married. That is a side chick. That is the role that Cindy Breakspear play. And you're saying that people are out there disrespecting her. People are also disrespecting Bob Marley. You spoke, Rita Marley, I'm sorry. People are out there disrespecting Rita Marley, including you, Tripple X, because you spoke so aggressively about Rita speaking on her story about rape by Bob, him taking it when she didn't give it to him and all this. This is a woman's story. What is your problem? You spoke about her sleeping around with other men and all these kind of things and now she moving with another man and all these kind of things. And you are speaking aggressively about Miss Rita Marley. Did she come and tell you these things? It's people who are saying it, you know. The difference is that it's not Rita Marley who is telling you about other men that she was with. It's people who are saying it. Cindy Breakspear is the one who is telling you about her side chick role that she played. And she has been saying it for decades. That is the difference. And may I add that if Rita was sleeping with 50 different men, Bob Marley was her husband. You don't see her putting these men on pedestal and saying all these kind of things and that she's a lover of men. If Bob Marley was sleeping with 50 different women, Rita was his wife. Anybody else who come in the picture who decides to have any form of relationship with him sexually for whatever glitz and glamour it comes with would be a side chick. They would not be a wife. And listen, we're not here to spare feelings. We're not fanatics over here. I'm not in the business of disrespecting anybody. And like I said, if Miss Cindy wants to speak about Bob Marley's birthday and celebrating his legacy and her son who came out of it, that's fine. But when people have, including me, having an issue with her speaking on the sexual things that are places where they were intimate and all these kind of, it's going to be offensive to the surviving wife of the late Bob Marley. It will be. No, like I said, they don't care because this is how side chick function. They're not going to care. You understand me? It's all about them then and it's all about them now. And they're still in misery. They're still unhappy about it because you're speaking about it while married more than once, having kids after that. And it's still on the hot topic. You understand what I'm saying? So clearly there isn't a get over or a relief that you are hunting for. Clearly you haven't gotten it as yet. You understand? So whatever it is that you're coming about, Triple X and attacking Ziggy. Ziggy is the son of Bob Marley. He is free to select who he wants. What if he had picked a 5'9" jet black man to play the role of Bob Marley? You people would have an issue just the same. But he's gonna say that man, 5'5", dark skin, is suitable or is best suitable for the role of his father. You understand? It's his dad, it's not yours. Nobody could tell you, and this is how Jamaicans are. It's like you guys always want to dictate to people as to how they should go about their business. You understand? If it was you and it was your father, and you say that that man out there is suitable, wherever the man is from is more suitable, nobody could tell you otherwise. You don't want to hear it because that's how Jamaican people are. You don't want to hear, you don't want anybody to come and tell you what to do and how to do your thing and how. He's catering for a wider audience. You understand? It's going to generate money. You admit it's going to generate millions. So what's the issue? At the end of the day, what you want? You just want someone who is suitable, a Jamaican who is suitable for the role, or you want a system wherein this thing can generate a whole lot of money and put Jamaica back on the map, on the top, of the totem pole in the Caribbean, through generating a lot through tourism, through the imagery of Bob Marley and the brand of Bob Marley and stuff like that. Which one is it that you want? Because I'm not seeing, I'm trying to find out what's the issue. You understand me? I was looking into it and I was saying that I wasn't comfortable with them hiring someone else that's not Jamaican to play the role. But when I look into the fine details of it, I said, okay, I understand now. It's his father. He's looking at who was presented to him and who he thinks is best suitable for the role. And that person is the person that Ziggy think is best suitable for the role. Also, a heavy Jamaican accent. You also said that every English-speaking country in the world, once a Jamaican is speaking English, they understand. Incorrect. That's not true. I have worked in the hotel and tourism industry, and there are times when I'm speaking to Americans, which English is their first language, Americans, I have to put on an accent in it because my accent is deep. And so I have to put on an American accent just so they can comprehend fully what I am trying to say to them. It happens. There's no two way about it. It happens. You understand? So so what you are saying, there are flaws in your argument, and I'm picking out the flaws. I'm not disrespecting you, Tripple X. I'm picking out the flaws in your argument because it is simply not true. A lot of things that you say is not true. You understand? The South Africans that they were the ones who cast the American actors to play the role of Mandela more than once. You understand? The family was also involved. It's the same thing that's happening right now here. You understand me? Sidela Booker was never a side chick to this man. She was never a side chick. You understand? She was a young girl coming up. So these are the points that you kind of lose off on. Dale Elliott does not suit the role based on his physical features. He has a square kind of broad face and he has a flat nose. You understand me? Yes, he's light skinned and he has locks on his head and he's short. You understand? But that alone is not enough. You understand? I admit that Kenzie Elliott could play the role. Sheldon Shepherd, not so much. You understand? So that in and of itself kind of rubbish your argument. You understand? Juna Gang didn't win the most Grammy. It's Stephen Marley who have won the most Grammy out of the Marley family. That's another thing. And it's well deserved. Stephen Marley is a great singer. He's a great recording artist. You understand? There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. What's the issue? What's the issue? Why are we fighting against this family? You understand? And a matter of fact, they are the ones, it's the children who are the ones who have selected deals, who have selected contracts and all of these kind of things to keep the name of Bob Marley going and also to create generational wealth. It's the kids who kept it going and going and going. It's not like their father died and that's the end of it. You understand me? I'm just going to live off whatever and continue. For his music to continue, be playing, streaming heavily, for it to be in all over the world, in airports across the globe, in theme parks across the globe, where is merchandise and all these kind of things. Music is being sold all over the globe. It's the children who had actually done these kind of things to keep it continuing. You understand me? If contractors came to them or persons came to them soliciting deals and stuff, they were the ones who greenlighted. So what's the issue? So what is the issue? I'm trying to find out what is the issue. Is he not supposed to celebrate his father's legacy how he wants to? He's not destroying his father. He's celebrating his father's legacy. He's helping to create generational wealth. What's your issue with Ziggy? What's your issue with the Marley? You understand how people are disrespecting Cindy? People are also disrespecting Rita. People are talking about the amount of man Rita take and the amount of... Did Rita come and tell you that? Did Rita come and tell you guys any of that? It's people that are saying these kind of things and they're saying, hearing things through the grapevine. She didn't come out and say she spoke about the relation and it was very abusive and Bob did this and that's her story. That is her story about her and her husband. That's her story about her and her husband. What are we trying to do? We're trying to silence space. So it's not about female empowerment again. It's not about that anymore. We're trying to silence the woman because she's speaking on her story. That's what we're trying to do. You understand? Cindy is a side chick. Cindy has every right to celebrate the legacy of Bob Marley. She has every right because she has a son that she bear for this man. But to speak on the relation that you guys have to make it seem as if that the Bob Marley had signed a divorce paper and had engaged to you, or you had divorced her and you were his girlfriend unhappily. That was not the reality. That was not the real, just a baby mother like all the other baby mamas. But this particular one just chose to be vocal all day, every day. You are the one who give up your notoriety as a Miss Jamaica and all the things that could have been achieved to focus on the side chick position with Bob Marley, because the jet-setting lifestyle and all of that come with glitz and glamour, and you liked it. So now you're trying to retain that respect. You're trying to regain that respect in the market based on the things that you said, and that's what happens. I speak on it so many times. I should make it redundant now. But at the end of the day, Triple X, you are wrong. These are the talking points that you presented, and I'm presenting something to you that what you're saying is not factual. You can go and do your research, or those who are watching can also go and do your research. You understand? We have seen it all over the world where people have played role. Jennifer Lopez was not a Mexican. She played the role of Selena. It's Mexicans who did the casting. You understand? So that again is something that you guys need to look into. The family of late Selena Quintanilla Perez were also a part of the casting. And they thought Jennifer Lopez was most suitable for the role, in spite of the resume that she had, which wasn't so great when it comes to acting. So what are you saying? What are you saying? Ziggy is protecting his father and he's doing what he thinks. He's using who he thinks best able to play the role of his father, because what? He knows his daddy. You don't. That's the difference. That's all I have to say about it. Thank you so much for your time. Enjoy your day and may God bless you. Bye-bye.